Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for listening to the Barbara Cox Podcast. Today's question is taken from two questions and it's emerged into one. And that is, what is your purpose? What is your passion? But what is the purpose of your passion? I know. I thought so too. When I heard it in the spirit this morning, this afternoon, wherever you're listening, the question is, what is the purpose of your passion? Which is derived from what is your purpose? What is your passion? We all have a purpose, but it comes from our passion of something that God has placed in us. I have to re-emphasize that God placed it in you for a purpose. There's a reason why you have a passion to make flowers. Flower arrangements. There's a reason why you have a passion to design t-shirts. There's a reason why you have a passion to write stories. There's a reason why you have a passion for what you do. There is a purpose for the passion. That passion is because God has placed something in you, and because of that, it's going to be used for His glory. It's going to be used for His glory. So what is the purpose of the passion? It is to drive you to do what God has ordained you to do. When you begin to have a passion for something, it's something that burns on the inside of you. It's something that the world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. It's a passion. It's a strong, strong desire to do something that nobody can understand. It brings tears into your eyes if somebody tries to stop you from doing it. If somebody tries to become an obstacle. If somebody tries to derail you from doing it, it becomes an obsession to you to say, God, why, oh, why, oh, why? Because I know this is what you placed in me. It's a passion. The purpose of the passion is so that you will pursue it. You won't pursue something that you don't have a passion for. There's a purpose for the passion. God placed it in you. If you don't understand why you have a passion to do something, it's because God put that in you. And only what you do for Christ will last. As you begin to have a passion for it, you begin to pursue it. You begin to do more and more of it. You won't let anything stop you, anything become a hindrance, anything become an obstacle, because you have a passion to do it. Ever since I was a little girl, I had a passion to sing. I had a passion to write. I was writing songs at a very young age. I was writing stories at a very young age. I didn't know, but my mom told me I was always writing on something. That meant I was either writing on a brown paper bag or writing on whatever would allow me to put ink to paper or ink to whatever. She told me that I was always writing. That means I always had a passion. And here it is now. I'm an author of 17 books, 12 of which are children's books. I have a passion to do what God has placed in me to do. I have a strong desire to be that writer. I'm a songwriter. I hear songs in my sleep. I wake up and I sing into a recorder, and then I take the words and I write them down because I'm retrieving what I heard in my spirit. But I have a strong passion to write songs. I have a strong passion to record those songs. I have a strong passion to write books. I have a strong passion to publish those books. Why? Because they're not kept for me. It's not for me to keep. It's not for me to hide. But it's for me to release into the atmosphere so that somebody will read the books, so that somebody will hear the songs, because the vision has been written. And now it's time for it to be released, because at an appointed time, the vision must speak. So what is the purpose of the passion? The purpose of the passion is so that you will pursue what God has given you. The purpose of the passion is so that you will pursue what God has given you. Let me say that one more again. The purpose of the passion is so that you will pursue what God has given you. What God has given you, you must pursue. You must go after it. You must dream it, but obtain that dream. You don't want to just be a dreamer. You want to be a dream maker. God has given you a passion to pursue something because he's also trying to give you businesses. He's trying to give you wealth. He's trying to give you a stream of income. What is the purpose of the passion? To bring you wealth. What is the purpose of the passion? To bring you health. You may begin to have a passion to cook healthier, more healthy meals. You may begin to research that thing and find out what type of meals can you prepare that is going to be healthy. It becomes a passion for you. Why? Because there's a purpose for that passion is so that you will become healthy. There's some of us that love to exercise. There's a purpose for that. There's a purpose of that passion is for that you to stay physically and fit. Why? Because God needs your body in strong and health and stamina built up so that you can be able to do the things that God has ordained you to do. So that you can be able to do the things that God has ordained for you to do. So that you can be able to operate from the platform that God has ordained for you to operate from. Yeah, I say the word operate twice. See, I'm a teacher. I try to make sure I don't put the same word in the same sentence, but I'm teaching. But you've got to understand why you have that passion. This message is brought to you straight from heaven. I'm hearing from God as He's speaking through me. I never allow myself to get tangled up into distractions because I got to hear from God. I got to hear what God is saying. And there is a purpose for your passion, and it is so that you will pursue what God has ordained for you to do. There's a purpose for your passion so that you will pursue the places that God has ordained for you to go. There's a purpose for your passion so that you will stand on the platforms that God has ordained for you to step onto. There's a purpose for the passion so that you will operate in the gifts that God has given you. There's a purpose for the passion so that you will pursue after that which God has placed inside of you. There's a purpose for the passion that is burning inside of you. Nobody understands but you and God because God placed it in you. There's a purpose for the passion. Nobody understands it, but God knows because God put it there. You don't understand. I've got to sing. You don't understand. I've got to write. You don't understand why is she always doing it because it's a purpose for the passion. As a little girl, I was always singing songs that nobody taught me. And I was always singing. And I thought that everybody else was always singing. What I mean, I would hear songs in my mind. And I thought everybody heard songs. I thought it was the norm. I didn't know that there was a passion that God had placed in me as a little girl. And when I was told that I couldn't sing, the passion inside of me kept burning. It kept burning. The words kept wanting to come out of my lips in a song. But I stopped singing because I was told to stop singing. And I was a little girl. I understood as a little girl. I act like a little girl. Oh, but one day, that little girl couldn't hold back the notes. That little girl couldn't hold back the tune. That little girl couldn't stop singing the songs that God had placed in her heart. And I began to pursue the passion. The purpose of the passion was for me to continue to sing. And one day I opened my mouth at St. John Baptist Church in the choir. Years after I'd been told on a playground by a group of children, my age, my peers, my classmates, that I couldn't sing. I was told to sing. And as I opened my mouth and sing, and I began to sing, the passion caused me to pursue that very gift that God had placed in me. The purpose of the passion is to pursue that which God has ordained, to pursue that which God has predestined, to pursue that which God has placed inside of you. The purpose of the passion is to pursue. Today, what is your purpose? Today, what is your passion? Because there is something inside of you that God placed. And the passion will not stop until you pursue it. Thanks for listening to the Barbara Cox Podcast. And today, what is your purpose? What is your passion? Because there is a purpose for the passion. It is to pursue that which God has ordained. God bless.